Oh,
Hey,
oh shit! I didn't. Hi.
good morning, boys and girls. Sometimes you need to wake up bright and early, have yourself a cup of coffee, talk about some nerdy shit, and then go on with your day. It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys with your hosts, Mark and Brandon.
Uh, you saw my message about me streaming for 3 hours yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, on Spyro.
Yeah, I didn't mean to stream. It didn't. It was unintentional. I just looked at my phone. I was like, oh fuck! I've been going for 3 hours. And
Yeah.
what's even better is before that, I had done an hour of Cuphead. That game is in and of itself just stressful. That's just such a horrible, horrible game. But I love it so much.
I played it with Aaron because he when it first came out because he had it on his computer.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those games. I was just like, I love everything about this, but I hate it.
How far did you guys get?
I mean, we got decent, you know, decent. I
The
mean,
fu-
at a certain point, I was just like, I'm gonna just rip my hair out.
when you say decent, like what does that mean to you?
Um, one level, no. um, I mean, we got through several levels and like two bosses.
Oh, okay. So you guys, yeah, you did pretty good. Yeah, I'm on the second world at this point.
Oh yeah,
So what's crazy is in the second world, you've come across this puddle that will tell you how many times you have died.
yeah,
And it's depressing.
yes,
Like
it is.
and like I was looking at it, I went up and I was like, how many times have I died? I wonder. 74. And I'm like, oh no. And I just got to the second world. But yeah, so that's fun. So Brandon, on the topic of stressful video games, why don't we talk about stressful video game things?
Stressful video games and enemies and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we played that game, Banjo's Kazooie, and we got stressed out because of that fucking shark in the water.
Oh yeah.
God damn, I tell you what, like,
Well, it's not even that I get stressed out about the shark in the water. It just immediately brings back all the feelings that I felt when I was a kid and I was playing that level and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
well, like that's what something I've noticed with just water enemies in general is like that's just the way they feel. Like I was like when I was a kid, I was playing like when I would play Jack and Daxter, it was just a full-on panic attack because I couldn't handle the sharks and shit.
Right.
And like, because in fucking Banjo Kazooie, when you come up, it's just you see the shark appear and it starts playing the Jaws theme song kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
In Ban
Bum,
or in
bum, 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 bum,
yeah,
bum.
in Jack and Daxter, it's a heartbeat. Like
Oh.
you have this. It starts off just like dun 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 dun, and then it picks up pace as it gets closer to you.
Yeah.
And the first time that happened, I was like 9. So I'm playing this game. I'm 9 years old, and I'm like, oh my
First
gosh.
anxiety attack.
I'm like, look, I can swim over to shore. And I jump in the water and I start swimming, and then I hear dun 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 dun. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I just keep swimming, 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 dun 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 dun, and it jumps up and eats me, and I'm like, I don't want to play video games ever again. This was so scary.
Yeah.
Uh,
My first video game was Mario 64. And the water levels aren't like super stressful except for one where you have to launch into the cage and swim underwater and it's a long swim pretty much and you're you know gonna run out of breath because they have that breath meter.
right. So you can just watch yourself die.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is also great because when you die they just legitimately show Mario just drowning.
I know it's fucked. It's so fucked.
But of course, everyone associates Mario 64 with the giant eel.
Well, yeah, because the
That
fucking giant eel was horrifying.
I mean, it was scary looking, but it wasn't like super. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, "What the fuck is that?
What the
Why?
what the
What am I,
fuck?
what am I supposed to do with this?" And every time you get close to it, like launches out at you and like
Yeah, it's
attacks.
scary as fuck.
I died so many times trying to figure out what I had to do.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Um, and then of course later in the game, in another water level, it comes back briefly. Just
Yeah.
like, well, at least at that point, you're like, all right, I
Well, and
understand.
well, I was so you know me, I like watching other gamers on YouTube. Well, specifically two particular gamers on YouTube, the Game Grumps and then Oni Plays. Um,
Okay.
I just finished watching their Super Mario or the Game Grumps Super Mario Sunshine playthrough,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and there's a level that has an eel like but it's not like the same kind of eel. It's like one that you actually have to help out in this.
Right.
But still, like when you first see it, it's just two big glowing eyes in the pitch black water, and I'm just like, that's
Oh,
fucking
like when, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
I
if like
remember it now.
yeah, and like outside of water levels, there's even like I was playing as you know, I just recently finished my streaming of Spyro the Dragon, and
Your 3 hour stream.
well, that was just to finish the game. Like I think all in total,
Ah,
I probably spent about 6 or 8 hours of gameplay.
that
Um,
makes sense.
but what's really messed up is in every single world for Spyro the Dragon, they have the like the flying the flying levels, um,
Right.
where you have to fly
Because
and
you're a dragon.
right, and it's a collectathon of a bunch of different random ass items.
Right.
Those levels stress me out because there are 5 accomplishments you can get on each. You have each individual like items segment. So like, 8 chests or 8 trains, 8 planes, 8 arches, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you get you get a 60 gems for each one of those. And then the final one is 60 gems if you can do all 4 sets of 8 in one go. And the timer that they have goes really fast. So it's like you're trying everything you can to do it, but you just fucking can't.
Oh God.
So like I'm not usually one to skip out on shit, but I was just like, I don't really need to do all this, do I?
Right. Yeah.
So I ended up skipping
You're
like,
not the completionist. You don't have to.
well, I do have to go back and like get everything like after the fact because
Right.
I forgot that there's one final level after the final boss, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm gonna wait. That'll be a Merry Christmas thing for Raxum Plays followers.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm Raxum, by the way. I'm Raxum that plays.
You are?
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, that's so great. I was really worried we were going to have to file a lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't want to have to sue anybody today, but maybe tomorrow. Oh fuck.
What a white person thing to say.
I'm not suing them today. I'll do it tomorrow. Um,
Am I going to sue today? Nah.
nah, it'll be tomorrow. Now, so one of my favorite games of all times, aside from Spyro, which is probably the best, is the for the SNES there was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Fighting Edition game. Did you ever play that?
Yes, I did.
So in that
Believe it or
game,
not, I do have some experience with Power Rangers.
that actually does surprise me because this was such an obscure game for that generation. So basically,
My uncle on my grandma's side was a video game collector, and when
no
he,
way.
yes way, and when he and my aunt got divorced, she took all his video games, and so she just had them available to all of her grandkids.
That's
And
horrible.
it was great. He was a
That's
jerk.
oh,
So,
okay. Okay,
yeah,
so if
it's fine.
it would be different if
Jerks
he was
don't
like a
get
nice
video games.
guy.
No. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. I was gonna say because like the one thing, there's two things you don't take away from a man: his dog and his video games. But if he's a dickhole, you can take his video games
Yeah.
and his
So,
dog.
Power Rangers was he just would buy any game that came out. because he is like, this is the future and these are all going to be super collectible and worth something. So it's not like he was letting the kids play them. It
Oh,
was like
he just had them.
he just had them. And
Oh,
so then when the divorce happened, that's when the games came out for the kids to use.
hey, there you go. Well,
Um, Along with that set of games was Power Rangers and the super terrible Godzilla for the SNES.
oh, was that the Melee one or whatever?
No, 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 no. Godzilla, the All Monsters Melee that was on GameCube and PlayStation 2 are great games. I
Oh,
love those. I'm
Godzilla
talking,
SNES. Keep talking. I'm
yeah,
just looking
I'm
it up.
talking, this thing is straight up like it's laid out like a board almost.
Oh my God, I remember this one.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have it.
Oh, fuck. Of course you do. Anyway,
It's not it's cool for the fact that they made a Godzilla game during this time, but it is not good.
so yeah, so okay, so back to my thing with the Power Rangers Fighting Edition.
Yes.
So the thing that would stress me out more than anything as a child, like now going back and revisiting the game, this isn't such a big deal, but uh, there was so you were playing as either the uh, the Thunder Megazord or the White Tiger Megazord, right?
Okay.
Depending on whether you chose the Red Ranger or the White Ranger. And then
Right.
once you got to the fighting, it was like Street Fighter. You would just go to
Yeah.
different people around the I mean, I would say the world, but it was really just Angel Grove, which for some reason has different parts of the world. Uh, and I remember the one fight that always stressed me the fuck out more than anything else was when you got to the Shogun Megazord.
Uh-huh.
The reason for that is with everything else, you're all about the same size, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Goldar's a little bit bulkier, Lip Syncer was a little bit taller, but when you got to the Shogun Megazord, that thing was
Huh. I
almost
just got that name.
it was almost twice as tall as you were,
Right.
and it was bulky as fuck, and its sword was longer than you were. And I'm like, being like a 9-year-old playing this, I'm like, oh man, this is oh, I got my butt kicked. Damn it. And then
Oh, damn it.
but now like revisiting, like I said, like I played this like a month ago and I'm like, huh, I never had this much trouble. And then, the game got harder because you then went and fought Lord Zed and
Right.
then fucking Ivan Ooze, which God, that final fight against fucking Ivan Ooze for a game geared at like young children is the hardest thing I've ever seen.
I never got that far.
Oh boy,
Avi.
baby boy, we need to play that together.
I mean, you're gonna
We need
see
to
me cry,
we need to
but
figure out how to play that together.
yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Um,
We'll make it happen.
Speaking of games as a child, that were really hard, for me, was
Was it your
the
PP?
yeah, Star Fox 64.
Oh God, Star Fox 64 is hard now.
Uh, I mean, it has moments when it's challenging,
Look,
but I
baby,
mean,
look.
I don't have a hard time with it now because
Well,
I play
you
this
played
game.
it.
Yeah, I play it at least twice a year.
See me, I have I totally pay for every game that I ever play ever. I
Right.
don't use emulators, sure. Um, so I was playing it for the first time, and holy fuck, that game! Like that game, no, I'm done. Like I tried it, I played it for about 20 minutes, and I'm like, this game, I can't do this because as you know, there are two types of games that I can't handle, or not necessarily games, but gameplay styles I can't handle. That's swimming and flying.
Yeah, but Star Fox flies so easy.
Yeah, but it's still flying. I don't know, man. There's just something about flying and swimming I can't do.
Well, so this leads to an interesting crossroads on this Star Fox topic I'm going into
Yeah,
because Star Fox has a water level
gross.
where you're in the you're oh God, what is it? It's like the Landmaster, but it's It's a
It's a submarine.
it's a submarine. Yeah, sorry.
Fuck that.
Um, uh, the level is called Terror of the Deep,
God, I
and
already hate it.
um, most of the level is completely pitch black,
Fuck that.
except for some flashes of color because you're like deep in the ocean,
No.
and the giant boss is a fucking clam.
Nope. No, see, here's the thing that you got to understand is fuck that. Fuck all of that. Uh, there are several things. Like, I'm not afraid of the dark. I want to make that very clear. What I am afraid of is the dark depths of the ocean where you can't see shit because that's where fucking megalodons live. We can't prove that they're not down there. And like megalodons were bigger than a fucking like their mouths could swallow a boat. So I know it's a video game, bud, but like fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, also because the playing style changes completely. So you're using like torpedoes and stuff underwater.
Grr.
And I will say this though, the music is absolutely beautiful. I mean,
Well,
they did a good job with the music.
that's good at least. Now here's the thing. Here's how you know that a game or like that kind of game style has fucked you up as a kid. Um,
When you enjoy an aspect of it.
no. Like when you know that like water levels from your youth have fucked you up is when you go to play a game later on in life and you're pretty sure that there's nothing that's going to do anything to in the water to you, but you still avoid the water just in case.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3, which I don't know, I can't remember. Have you played it all the way through?
I haven't, just with you in
Okay.
a little bit that I've
Right.
seen Aaron play.
And I think we were only in fucking like Winnie the Pooh corner or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
100 Acre Woods.
yeah, no, I like the Pooh corner better. Um, so what ends up happening is there is a huge portion of the game that you're in the Caribbean, right? And you are
Oh,
sailing
what? Like Pirates of the Caribbean?
like Pirates of the Caribbean. You are
Gotcha.
sailing from island to island. Like, and I don't mean like they just have you jumping from one place to another. I mean, you are literally piloting a ship.
So they essentially took something from Assassin's Creed.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
I've never played any of the Assassin's Creed games.
That's a good one. It's a lot of fun.
I've heard. I want to try that one. But here's the thing is Pirates of the Caribbean or I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts 3 has been in production for like 15 years. So I can honestly say I feel like they had that part planned out before Assassin's Creed Black Flag came out.
Mm,
Because
oh no.
they showed screenshots of the pirate of the ship years before the game came out.
Yeah, I know.
So there,
When do you think Black Flag came out?
2012.
Probably. I think that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I don't know for sure though. I honestly don't know. But no,
I
but
was
so
going to say there was no Kingdom Hearts stuff at that point.
dude,
Not from the third one.
they were releasing like promo pictures for Kingdom Hearts 3 like within a year after Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what they do every time. Because
Yeah.
they're evil bastards.
Yeah, it sucked. Anyway, so getting on back on topic here. So the Pirates of the Caribbean world in Kingdom Hearts 2, there wasn't really any sailing. You were just like cutscene on a boat and then you'd be in the next place, right?
Right.
With Kingdom Hearts 3, you are literally sailing from island to island and like on open ocean. And
Cool.
me being me, like knowing the story of Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like,
You're
okay,
like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
there's a fucking kraken somewhere in this ocean. So like
Yeah.
I'm stressing out the whole time, and then there's a button if you push it, you stop sailing, and you can control just Sora, right?
Right.
And with a lot of these islands, you have to be creative to get onto the island, so you can't just like walk onto the beach and climb the island. So there's points where you have to get off and jump over and like swim to the shore. So like me being me again, like because of all these games I played in my youth, I'm like, fuck, something's gonna come up and get me. So like
Mm.
I'm having full on panic attacks while trying to play this game, and I'm like, and then I get to the shore and it's like, oh yeah, there's really nothing in here. And so like, you finally start getting comfortable. You're like, okay, this isn't so bad. So one of the other things that really fucked with me was after getting used to being on a ship and sailing around and being like, okay, so there's really nothing in this water. Like occasionally a jellyfish will show up that you have to watch out for, but that's it.
Right.
And then you get to a part where where Sora's like, hey, let's go swimming through the underwater caves, which for the most part is fine. You get a few heartless that are, not terrible. You kill the heartless, you move on.
Right.
The problem is you come into this big open room, and like whenever there's a big open room in a game like this, you're like, okay, there's obviously going to be something to fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was expecting it to swim in or like something like a cutscene for it to appear suddenly. No, what ended up happening is there's a chest in the middle of the room. Again, I should have seen this coming. I should have known. I
It's
should
all
have been
laid out.
I should have been prepared for this. What ends up happening is I swim down to get the chest, and it's a fucking anglerfish using a chest to attract you. And
Mm-hmm.
it is one of the worst fucking jump scares I've ever had in a video game. Like, and then it's immediately you're just in a boss battle. And while the boss battle is not particularly difficult, it's still swimming underwater and in a very, like, I'm not even going to say it wasn't like dark, but it wasn't lit. So you couldn't really see like super well. All you could see is the anglerfish and the, like its body and all that shit. So like I was rightfully terrified of the water in this game, but it was at the
Right.
wrong point. And like Disney's an evil corporation for this.
I mean, yeah.
That's the only reason they're
Is
a
that,
terrible organ. Yeah,
I
that's it.
mean, was that all this was leading up to say that Disney's an evil corporation?
Just for that one particular thing, yeah.
All right, cool. Awesome.
Everything
Good
else
job.
they do is great.
We did it.
We did it. We solved hate. Oh. This Monster Energy drink is exactly what I need.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel so good. Monster, sponsor us.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no.
I mean, shit, if we could get a sponsorship from Monster Energy drink, fuck.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
We'd have all the fuck boys on our side.
Oh, never mind. I just remembered why it wouldn't be cool.
Hey, bro, did you listen to that new Sunrise at the Sleepy Boys? Yeah, they fucking talked about philosophical shit and things, fam. Yeah, bro. Dude, they hit close to home, and that's why I dig it, bro.
Oh,
There is nothing I love more than bros that try to, like, talk. Like, Bill and Ted. There's nothing I love more than, like, those kind of guys that are such bros, but they also try and talk philosophically. It's just my favorite thing in the world. So, like most of the Power Rangers video games back in the day were those like beat 'em up along the way kind of battle games.
mm-hmm.
So they recently, I say recently, it's been a couple of years now, but they released a game called Power Rangers Mega Battle,
Okay.
which is like basically a reimagining of the original Mighty Morphin show, right?
Right.
And so you start off like with the Rangers getting their power, but they do it like in a completely different way, and it's actually really cool. And it's done in that like cartoon style instead of like being sprites and shit. It's like actual like cartoony kind of looking, right?
Okay.
And I've played beat 'em up side scrollers before, which tend to be kind of a pain in the ass to play as it is. But this game, for some reason, is just so goddamn hard. Like I've tried playing it on a number of occasions, but I cannot get past like the third level,
Yeah.
and I want to so badly. And like I want to Twitch stream it and have it go onto my channel, but at the same time I'm like, I look bad playing Cuphead. I don't want to look bad playing another side scroller game like this. But
Sure.
then again, Cuphead's fucking impossible.
Right.
And like I'm not usually one to see what comes next in games. I like to just be surprised. But goddamn, I have seen what is to come in Cuphead, and I do not like what I'm seeing.
What do you mean? Oh, as far as
The final boss.
yeah.
because like I knew that we were gonna have to fight Satan at one point. I knew that. That was just a given.
You leave Satan out of this. It's the devil.
Whatever. It's supposed to be whatever. Um, so yeah, I was just like, just out of morbid curiosity, I was like, I wonder what this final fight's going to be looking like. And
Right.
there is so much shit that you have to do in that
Yeah,
in
you're
that
probably
final
going to
fight.
hate yourself.
I already hate myself. Oh my God, I already hate myself for playing Cuphead. Like I was feeling good as I left the first world. Like I was like, I don't get why this game is so difficult. Like, sure, I've died a few times, but like at the end of the day, I got through it. And then I got to World 2 and spent an hour just dying between 3 different boss battles. And I'm just like, oh, I get it now. I understand why it's a difficult game.
Yeah.
So,
My hairline's receding because I've been yanking it out.
yeah, I'm prematurely bald.
Yeah.
Not because of the game.
Last time I saw you, you had a full head of hair, and then you start playing Cuphead, all gone.
Well, it's also genetic. Like my family goes bald really young, and it happens so fast. like when in The Simpsons back in the wow, this is cutting back in the early '90s when it's the episode where it shows Homer's reaction to finding out Marge is pregnant all 3 times, and he starts ripping his hair out, and that's why he's bald. It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just except mine was all natural. It just I woke up. No, you know what? It better example. You remember that scene in X-Men Apocalypse when Charles Xavier just loses his hair?
Yes.
It was like that. It was I woke up
makes sense.
And all of a sudden my hair was just gone and I was like, "Oh no." So in the vein of stressful stuff, when I was playing Spyro yesterday, I got super pissed off because there was just one level. So the last world before you get to like the final boss like area it's called Dreamweavers, and basically it's just a world that fucks with you. Like shit changes around you like constantly, and it sucks because like you don't know what to expect. Like I legitimately, even though I have beaten this game before, had no idea, like didn't remember a damn thing of this final world. So I'm in this world and I get frustrated as fuck, as one might expect when you're doing really well in a game and then suddenly everything goes south for you. So I'm playing, and for the first time since starting the game, I got a game over, and I punched my microphone. I punched my fucking microphone, not intentionally. I do want to clarify that, but I punched it nonetheless. And like, I'm just sitting there fuming, and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to hit the microphone, but fuck.
That's great. Oh my God.
God, like fuck. I love video games so much, but they piss me off so bad.
Yeah.
And because I like challenging myself, I played hard games to finish, like Cuphead, for example.
Yeah, you sure do.
But then there's one. So there's a game or a game series, I guess, that came out for the Game Boy, like back in the early '90s, late '80s, like late '80s, early '90s, called Crazy Castle. It was a Bugs Bunny game, kind of somehow. And then after the 4th one, it changed over to Woody Woodpecker for the 5th one, and then just never happened again.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? Like what a random thing to do. And then except in Japan, it was Mickey Mouse. So like it was all over the place with it. I want to use that. I'm going to start recording that game series for my YouTube channel because it's a very enjoyable game. Like it's simple. It's simple. It's just a bunch of puzzles that you have to get through without getting touched by other Looney Tunes characters.
Sure. Oh, all right.
So yeah, so you're playing as Bugs Bunny. You're running through. Each level is is very, like I said, it's simple. It's 8 carrot. You have to pick up 8 carrots to get onto the next level, right?
Uh-huh.
The problem is every time you die, you have to start the whole level over.
Oh, no.
Now they're not hard to find. It's
Right.
just while you're trying to navigate all like the castle, in these rooms each have like 12 different doorways you can go through that take you like up to different platforms within the room.
Right.
But there's also other Looney Tunes characters that are in the level as well, usually just walking back and forth. But there's certain characters that if they see you, they'll come directly towards you. And if they touch you, you die. Good thing is there's no fall damage, so a lot of times you can just jump off a ledge and be okay. But I'll tell you, there is nothing more stressful than when you go try to walk into a door, and then as you're walking in the door, somebody else pops out of the door.
Uh-huh.
Because there is a definite delay on when you go through the doorways, because
Right.
like they actually make it so that there's a stair, like you have to go up the stairs and out the door, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's been many a times just in like playing it myself where I'll be trying to go through a door and fucking Sylvester pops out the door and it's like, oh, you're dead now, and I'm like, oh. So like, and like I didn't realize this is the first one is a long game.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like, maybe 10 or 12 levels, maybe 20. There are 80 levels in the first game.
Oh, God. And you have to start all over?
No. So when you die, you just start from the level you're on.
Oh,
You
thank
don't have to
God.
start. And luckily at the end of each level, you get lives. So the further along you go, if you don't die, the more lives you have. But
Gotcha.
the problem is, but as with any game, the longer you go, the harder it gets. And in later levels, there are multiples of each character. So like you're not just coming across one Sylvester, you're coming across like 4 or 5 Sylvesters. And
Interesting.
what's really terrifying is when you get cornered and there's just a fucking posse of Sylvesters coming towards
Sylvesters?
you. Yeah.
I don't
So
know why. I know you're talking about the cat, but all I'm thinking about is just being surrounded by a bunch
Hey,
of
yo.
Sylvester
Hey, yo, Bugs Bunny, I'm gonna come over there and beat your ass.
Stallones.
Hey, yo, Adrian, check it out. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this little bunny. Hey, yo, Bugs, I ain't no furry, but I banged the shit out of your girlfriend Lola. That wasn't Sylvester Stallone. That was just me.
oh my God! I thought Sylvester Stallone was here. Man.
No.
You sure fooled me.
You fuck. No, I wasn't. I meant that it wasn't Sylvester Stallone saying that he would fuck Lola. I'm saying I would fuck Lola because she's a
Oh.
sexy piece of bunny ass.
So Sylvester Stallone was just here?
Yeah.
Wow, he sounds really good.
Yeah, he's doing real good. Like he's that paralyzed. I'm not going to make fun of Sylvester Stallone. He
Don't do it.
beat my ass.
He would.
I don't want to be like that newscaster that was making fun of fucking Joaquin Phoenix's cleft lip because that's fucked up.
Oh no, that happened?
Oh yeah, like she got dragged over the coals for that too.
Who the fuck did that?
Oh, I got to look that up. Hold on. Wendy Williams. Wendy
Who?
Williams.
Oh, that bitch. Oh my
Yeah.
God. She's terrible.
Yeah.
She
no,
does that to everybody. She is absolutely reprehensible.
Yeah. Yeah. So she made fun of Joaquin
She's
Phoenix.
unoriginal. She's uninteresting. And the only way that she gets attention is because she says controversial. Oh God, look how shocking I am. It's like taking that kind of shit posting things that millennials do, but there's no joking with her. She's just like, oh, I see millennials being mean to people for lulz. I think I'll try to do that. But then she actually fucking means it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
go fuck yourself, you goddamn bitch.
Yeah. But I mean, what can you do but call her a bitch and move on and make fun of someone else, right?
Cancel culture, bruh.
Cancel culture. Damn Skippy. So guys, we talked about some video games that stress us out because we wanted to. And like we actually managed to stay on topic pretty fucking well for the first time
Pretty
ever.
well.
Like aside from our DCEU where we fucking blew up about stuff,
You knew that was going to happen.
I did, and I let it happen. But I think we did a good job today. I had a lot of fun talking about video games and how, you know, things scared us as children.
Yeah. Pull on them trauma strings, kids.
Yeah. You know, the trauma that you used to hide the fact that your dad was coming in with his belt looped around his hand and saying, "It's time, boy."
All right. And on that note.
That got dark. I'm sorry. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening. As always, I've been Brent. I'm Mark.
You've been who?
I fucked that up. I fucked that up. I'm Mark.
Who the fuck am I?
I don't know what's real anymore, man. I've been Mark.
I'm still Brandon.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys real soon.
All right.